he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed.
It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Well, we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Olave, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big 30-yard play on third.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes completes it again to Gage. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
We're here so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. not quite the ending they were looking for.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Now Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
So that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Mahomes now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Braden Mann now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. He'll drop to throw. Olave over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 14-3, that's our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Second and 5. They'll get that complete to Albert O. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. They'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. But CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm going to get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mahomes firing complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On second down, Wiley.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's pounded them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Wiley, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
They got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Olave holds it in. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, they'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
All right, say it with me now. A lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Russell Gage from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Now this throw caught left side. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
Drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Mahomes now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes looks to throw on third down, and this is going to be incomplete. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ja'Marr Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are, 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Buying time to his left. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. Wiley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38th. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate, Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Hill to return it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. Dances by him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Touchdown! Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
York on now for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey.
7 catches for him now in this last one, a first down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, the tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Josh Palmer,
31 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. It's a pickup of 16 yards into a new set of downs.
Now the tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Slant pass complete to Olave. And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Williams will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
York now for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And out come the Chiefs now.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it'll be second down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8.
They'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes going right side here, and that's complete. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Mahomes maybe a free play.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Offside, Ethan.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Mahomes firing complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.